Hello, everyone. This is Geetanjali, one of the qualified education consultant at Asia Pacific Group Melbourne CBD branch. And I have Kunal Uberoy, one of our migration agent at the CBD branch.
Good evening, everyone.
And today we are back with another session, and we will be talking in detail about the onshore student visas. So Kunal will be explaining us everything, and all the questions, please keep typing in the chat box, and we'll be taking all the queries at the end of the discussion.
Perfect. Thank you, Geetanjali. Hi, everyone. My name is Kunal Uberoy. I'm one of the registered migration agents with the Asia Pacific Group with the MARN number 2217721. We welcome you all on board today, and we will take you through the journey of onshore student visa webinar today. Like the way Geetanjali said, we would kindly request you to keep your questions till the end of the webinar, and we would love to address it after the webinar. All right, so let's get started.
Let's get started, and I'll be asking Kunal a lot of questions, and we hope that we'll try to cover everything. But again, as we said, if we miss out any of your questions, please type in the chat box, and we will be ask Kunal the same questions again at the end of the session.
Perfect. Sorry, Geetanjali. Before we go any further, guys, I would like to make a quick disclaimer. Like, while every effort has been made to ensure the accuracy of the materials contained here and incorporated by reference, this presentation is not intended to constitute any legal or immigration advice. There is no one shoe fits all. So we kindly advise you to give us a call and or speak to us regarding your individual circumstances, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. Okay, but please do not take this as a legal and immigration advice today. Thank you.
Thank you. So whatever we'll be discussing, this will be a general scenario. And if you have any specific requirement or any questions, please feel free to book an appointment with Kunal, so that he can give you one-to-one guidance, or just visit us and we'll be happy to help you with all your questions. So the very first question, as everybody is talking and posting on social media, no funds, no IELTS required because of the assessment level. So can we talk about assessment level, what this thing?
Yeah, sure. So Geetanjali, what the department has done, they've done their own independent audits. And based on the reports from the audits, they have actually given each and every education provider, as well as the country, their own levels, right? So there are 3 levels: level 1, level 2, level 3. The level 1 is pretty much, we could say, the people with lower risk, right? Maybe people from that contingent, from that country, or education providers, let's say, for example, Deakin University, RMIT, these universities, level 1. So there is lower risk, and the department says, all right, I'm giving you education or assessment level 1. If I get any applicant for a student visa from your university with your COE, I would not scrutinize the application as hard as what I will scrutinize for a similar applicant from a level 2 or a level 3. So in a layman's language, level 1 means lower risk, and level 2 means higher risk, right?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense. And guys, if you feel like that you can't hear us properly or anything is not going, like we are speaking too fast or anything, just type in the chat box and I'll quickly check and we'll try to sort out that concerns. So as he said, level 1 providers means the low risk providers. And then if you're looking to take admission in level 1 provider where you don't need fund or IELTS, then you can Asia Pacific Group. You can ask for me. My name is Geetanjali, and me and any of my team member will be able to assist you to get yourself enrolled in level 1 provider, and we can help you with your student visa extension, and Kunal can look after that.
Yeah, so moreover, sorry, adding to that, so the department has given us a tool or a toolkit under which we can see where the applicant is from based on the passport they hold. And that then tells us the document requirements if you are wanting to take up an onshore student visa here in Australia, right? So please come and see us. We're able to help you out with all set of documents that you require if you want to take out another student visa while you are onshore. And moreover, today's webinar is primarily about the student visas onshore and not on the offshore.
That's what I was about to mention, that whatever we are talking about is for the students who are already in Australia on any XYZ visa, but we're talking only about the ones who are in Australia. So the next question I would like to ask you, Kunal, student visa documents. When we talk, the stress comes straight away to your mind that maybe I need a lot of documents. So can you just give us a brief that what are the basic documents? I know a lot can be, but what are the basic documents we need to start up the process?
Yeah, like the way I said, the documents depend upon what level of course and what level of university you are getting into. But primarily the list of documents that are needed for every probably course in Australia are the passport, like your identity proof, right? You need to be holding a valid passport here in Australia. Secondly, the confirmation of enrollment, right? Then comes your overseas the overseas student health cover, OSHC. Then the most important document that we talk about, GTE, the genuine temporary entrance statement that you need to address.
And guys, we'll be talking in detail. Kunal will be taking you in detail about the GTE, that what GTE is, what it contains. So that we will be talking about that in the further following slide.
Yep. If you've got any dependent or the member of family unit, then we need the relationship proof so you can add that person onto your application. If you had any employment offshore, you could probably provide us that so that we can substantiate, or we can say if there is a gap, why is there a gap in your studies, that you were working in that field, that's why there is a gap. Your previous qualifications, another very important document. They need to see as to what your previous qualification is. And if the new course that you are taking up is pertaining to what you have studied in the past, or if you're just taking up a random course for the purposes of staying here in Australia. The other thing, English test, but again, like the way we have mentioned, it's not required for all the levels, but then please come and see us and we can tell you in which applications we require the English language test as well as your financial evidence.
Yes.
Right.
And we'll be talking in detail again about I think we'll start talking about the financials.
Yeah.
That because I know this is really one of the most stressful topics when we start talking about that, what financial documents are required, what can be used, what can't be used. So if you can just give us a bit of idea, I know we can't talk everything, but if we can just have a rough idea, that would be great.
Sure, no problem. Now, Geetanjali, the department basically wants you to show an evidence for 12 months. Right, so the 12 months living cost is what they want. So say, for example, if you are a prime applicant or the primary applicant or a student, you need to show $21,041 to be precise. As a 1 year of living cost. For any partner coming along with you and is going to be on your application, you need to show $7,362 for that applicant. Any child coming with you, you need to show $3,152, right? If you've got a child who's over the age of 5 years and will be admitted or going into the school, because as you know, the school going age here in Australia is different to other countries. So over here, anyone over the age of 5 goes to school. So the department says for any school going child, you need to show $8,296. Along with that, you need to show the travel cost of $1,500 to $2,000 per person. And plus the major chunk is your 1 year tuition fee. Right? No matter you're taking up the course for 2 years or 3 years, but you're still required to show the tuition fee for 1 year.
So as Kunal has given you an idea, but again, once you come to us, we can give you in detail exactly how many funds, how much funds you need, what are the documents you need, what documents you can provide us, and in what form you can use your funds. We can help you to understand all that. And now the most interesting part comes here. What is GTE? What factors to consider while doing a GTE?
Now, GTE, genuine temporary entrant. As the name suggests, whenever you're making an application of a type which is temporary in nature, this factor or this criteria comes into picture or into play. The department wants to see that you're only here on a genuine basis. And once that purpose is solved, you'll be more than happy to go back to where you came from.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why they call it a genuine temporary entrant. And the factors that they consider are ministerial direction number 69 and what they ask for in your GTE. So they basically say, are you applying for a student visa? Give us a statement as to why should we consider giving you a student visa. What they're looking for is, Geetanjali, your circumstances in your home country.
Yes.
What does your parents do? Is your mom a homemaker? Is your dad a businessman? Is he a government official? What sort of background you come from, right? What are your motives and your reasons of studying in Australia? Okay. Why your family and community? So what are your family and community ties with you, right? Why should they think that once this course is completed, you will definitely go back to your country? Okay. What's your love? How much do you love your country, your nation? Yeah. Your economic circumstances, right? Your knowledge of living in Australia. So if you're taking up a course, do you know what it takes to live or assimilate in the Australian society? Have you done your research about it? Have you done your research on the course you're about to take up? And if you have, tell us, where is this going to land you? Are you going to have any great future prospects after studying this course? Let's say, for example, arguments like nursing. Where is this going to land you? Do you have much demand for nurses back in your country? Or you're actually doing it to be a nurse here in Australia? Right.
So department know exactly what we are looking for. So they want all the explanation before.
Absolutely.
And here comes the role of your migration agent, because they can advise you.
Absolutely.
What needs to be there, what information, how you can do your research, how you can grab that information.
Correct. And how we present, what sort of GT statement we present to the case officer, that they consider you to be a genuine student and not a student for the sake of buying time or enjoying the perks of living in Australia.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes. As I always say, everybody can bake a cake, but so everybody can eat it. You have to make efforts to make it look really nice and presentable.
Absolutely.
So again, your migration agent will help you to write it down in a systematical way, because the information needs to be understandable, that the next person can understand what you're trying to convey, because a small error can create a big blunder for you and your future. So very important to have a right migration agent for you who can lead you or guide you towards the right pathway.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because most of the visa refusals, especially onshore, visa refusals are based on a GTE criteria that you do not meet the GTE criteria, right? So it's a good idea to see us or any of the registered migration agents, and we'll be more than happy to assist you with your statement.
Because so many people come to us and their visa is refused, and then they say, oh, I have a friend and then he got a relative, he has done for him, so he has done for me. Just to save few bucks, you sometimes put yourself in a situation where you will be ending up paying a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely.
So very important to take a right professional advice so that you don't create a blunder for yourself.
Yep.
Now, I got a very favorite question. These days, we are getting a lot of queries about the ones who are on a visitor visa in Australia and now planning to study. So can you please give us I'll say brief on this, that how this can work for someone who is on a visitor visa here and what can lead them toward their further pathways?
This is actually becoming quite a common often inquiry these days, where everyone who's here wants to genuinely, I hope genuinely study here in Australia and then take their, whatever they have learned, their technical know-how and knowledge and use it wherever they are in the world. So what we need to see, someone who's a visitor, first of all, we need to make sure that they do not have 8503, no further stay. That's the biggest thing we need to look at on any of the 600 visa subtypes or subclass. No 8503. If there are visas that has got no 8503 attached to it, unfortunately, there is no way you can waive that requirement. Okay, so that's the first criteria.
Yes.
The second criteria, again, comes about the GTE. Why should you be considered to be changed from a visitor visa to a student visa? That's where it's very vital to see a registered migration importer, a migration agent,
Yes.
so that they can do a GTE statement for you for the course that you have ended up taking to prove to the immigration department that you genuinely want to utilize this time to study and then go back and then make a good future or a career outcome in your own country. Right. So the stay period of your visitor visa. So let's say, for example, some people have been given a visa for 3 years, right?
Yes.
But they cannot stay for a longer than 3 months.
Yes.
So they come to you on the very last day of the 3 months expiring and they're saying, oh, my 3 months have ended up. Can I now apply for a student visa? The answer is no.
No.
They will be in breach of their visa condition.
Yes.
3 months means maximum 3 months. So you cannot elongate that period. So the good response to that is please go back offshore.
Yes.
Even you're offshore for 1 day, come back in. We will then be able to help you out with applying for your student visa. But the criteria is that you should be genuinely
Yes.
interested in studying.
Yes, and definitely we have multiple providers with us who are happy to take students with visitor visa if they have a genuine intention to study.
Yes.
So if you're genuinely looking to enroll yourself in any of the course which helps you to grow and learn more from where and give you better opportunities with your future goals, so then we got a multiple options with us, and Asia Pacific Group offers a really good scholarship for all the students at the moment. So if you are enrolling to any of the education provider with Asia Pacific Group from any of our branch in Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, you will be able to grab really good scholarships and save a lot of dollars.
Yeah.
And on top of that, if you get a health insurance policy from Asia Pacific Group, again, we give a really good discount on that. You will be saving a lot of money if you start your process with us.
That is correct. And the other thing is, like, we do get clients who say that we've got a bit of a gap, but like we finished our studies 4 years ago. The good answer or the reply to that is we can still get you in a student visa.
Yes.
But you need to be working, or you need to show evidence of some sort of work engagement or
Yes.
employment engagement over those last 4 years, so that we can substantiate that you didn't waste your time while you were,
Yes.
offshore. So you have utilized it like working in that stream, and now you want future growth and development, like the
Yes.
way you said.
And I don't hear like so many girls comes to us that they have kids, they got married, and now you can definitely study. There is no age to study. You can always enroll. Not only even if you were married, we have evidence for marriage, then we have evidence you have a baby. So things can work for you. So again, I'll say that it depends, as Kunalji mentioned in the very beginning, that everything varies from case to case. So do ask and take the professional advice. We will be more than happy to assist you with all your queries. We always advise clients, write down all your queries on a paper and then come to us so that you don't miss any of your questions. So we'll give you enough time to understand the process, and we will be able to guide you throughout your journey.
Yeah,
Kunalji, my next question. You might feel I'm asking a lot of questions.
that's all right.
Next question is, what about the future pathway?
All right. Future pathways. Now, Geetanjali, very important for you to be proactive in this approach and only take up a course that's going to lead you to some PR pathways, if that's what you want to do.
Yes.
I respect your decision if you're just wanting to study and then go back to your country. Nothing wrong with that. But looking at the market trend, I believe most of the people who end up taking a course in Australia love it that much that they want to make a living and they want to choose this as their home country, right? So in that case, set up your priorities in a better manner, guys. I have seen people, let's say, for example, someone comes over from India.
Yes.
They were doing sports management.
Yes.
They said, oh, okay, so I can do sports management bachelor's here, right? Because this is my passion. I'm following my dreams. right? So they end up taking Bachelor's of Sports Management. Okay, they come to us. Also, we have spent 3 years in the Bachelor's of Sports Management. Can you get us a PR here? Because now the priorities have changed. We don't want to go back. What do we do? What do you think the answer is?
A big no.
A big no. Do you know why? There is no skill assessment in the
Yes.
Bachelor's of Sports Management. Sorry, guys, I'm not picking on anyone, but this is just
Yeah.
an argument's sake example that I'm taking. So Bachelor of Sports Management, very expensive course with a good university, but does not lead you anywhere. So that's why I said very important to have a good, prioritizing of your dreams. What do you really want to do?
Yes.
Yes, you might love sports management, but kindly do it. If you really want to be a PR here in Australia, then take up a course which is gonna land you into a positive skill assessment.
And Kunal will be talking in a bit in detail about the skill assessment. That what is the, we're just talking about what is the importance of skill assessment.
Yeah.
That why you need skill assessment. Kunal will be mentioning us about that also.
So let's say, for example, skill assessment. I'm not sure if you guys have attended my last webinar on the general skilled migration visas, but if you have, you would know by now that the first requirement to get onto the pathway of your GSM or a permanent residence is having a positive skill assessment. Now, how do you get a positive skill assessment? Your qualification plus your professional year with some assessing bodies, or your qualification plus work experience with the other skill assessing bodies.
Yes.
Now, Bachelor's of Sports Management, well, they're saying there is no way we can get you an outcome. We don't even know what the outcome is going to be.
Oh, yes.
So then it becomes very hard because I cannot get you on the pathway of 190, 491, or 189, which are
Yes.
skilled migration visas. Neither can I get you on a temporary skill shortage, which is an employer nomination,
Yes.
or 186.
So it
Right.
means that you spend so much of money, but again, as he said, if this is your passion, you are keen to do this, you can always do this.
By all means, go ahead and do this.
Yes.
But if at the same time, your main motive is to get a permanent residency, which is nothing wrong, like most of us
Yes.
do that. I did that.
Yeah.
I came as a student, got my
Yes.
PR. So if you really want to, or you're taking up a course in order to procure a PR pathway or an outcome, kindly select your courses or your studies in the right manner or the correct studies. Please take up a course that is going to get you a skill assessment at the end of its completion. And then once you are a PR, there's no age, like the way Geetanjali said, to pursue your dreams.
Yes.
You can always be a doctor, a dentist, sports management,
Whatever you want.
whatever you want to do once you are a resident of the country,
Yes.
because you're not paying as much as what you would pay now being an international student,
Yes.
right?
And guys, if you have not attended our last webinar for Victoria State Sponsor, we are doing one more next Thursday
Yep.
at 4 o'clock. We have shared the link on our Facebook page, so you can go on our Facebook page, like our page, so that you can get the regular updates. And plus, just find the link from there, register yourself so that you can get a reminder that we are having a webinar, and then you can avail all the details there about the webinar. And again, Kunal will be talking everything in detail about the Victoria State sponsorships requirement for 189, 190, 491, and he always talk a little bit about 482 also,
Always.
so that our students get all the information. We don't want anyone to face that we didn't talk about the thing they want to talk about.
Before we move any further, Geetanjali, I would like to talk a bit about the employer pathways as well.
And someone is also asking about the 2 years study visa. I just
Yeah.
realized the question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So let's say, for example, if you are working in a trade occupation or a professional occupation, let's talk about the trade first. A carpenter,
Yes.
a bricklayer, right? Chef, cookery, right? Any of these trade occupations, cookery, yeah.
Okay.
Any of the trade occupations, right? You need 2 years degree in order to lodge your 485.
Yes.
The beauty of applying for your 485 is that you, after the completion of this, you will have to enroll into a job ready program,
Yes.
which you can only do if you have full work rights,
Yes.
which 485 allows you,
Yes.
right? So requirement for a 485, complete your 2 years study,
Yes.
Could be Cert 3 plus Cert 4, graduate diploma, a mix and match of anything, right?
At the moment, it goes with everything until June 30th June 2023.
That's right. So once you have done that, you will then need a job ready program, which is upon completion of the job ready program, you can then only get an assessment. Yes.
Whoever is joining us now, we are just completing everything. So if you have any questions, please feel free to type in the chat box, because I think we have discussed all the basic requirements already, but you still have questions. I have quick questions. I'm answering everyone's quick questions or the longer questions. We'll be taking everything, but just the ones who are just joining us, that we have already talked about everything in detail, but please type your question and we will be happy to answer that.
Yeah, thank you. So do your trade occupations. Once you have got a skill assessment after the completion of a job ready program, we can then put you into the employer pathways. Like you can find me an employer. If you are a chef, you could say, hey, Kunal, I've got an employer who wants to nominate me under the TSS, Temporary Skill Shortage 482 visa. And I'm like, oh, perfect. So you've got a skill assessment. Let's go ahead. You've got a work experience. Let's go ahead with the 482. So what I'm trying to say, the significance of choosing the right course in the first place.
Yes. And then guys, I know I have so many questions who feel that they don't have 7 each, they can't go for the pathways. It's not like that. There is so many pathways, which even not every day everyone talk about. So always come, have a chit chat and fight out other alternatives, that what else can be done. Because it's not that if you don't have 7 each or you can't crack your naughty, you can't go ahead. It's not like that.
Not like that.
There is a lot of pathways available, which your migration agent can help you to understand that what can be the best pathway for you, to which will lead you towards your permanent residency. Exactly.
Like the way you said, 7 is not even needed if they go for a trade occupation.
Yes.
You don't need 7 each. Right? So please come and see us and we'll be more than happy to assist you with the correct pathway so that, you know, from initially you are enrolling in a best course that will lead you with a good outcome.
Yes. And now we will take questions. And before questions, I'll just tell you that we have our branches in Melbourne CBD, Reservoir, Melbourne. Then we are coming to Williams Landing soon in the west. And we have branch in Sydney, we have branch in Adelaide, and we are in Chandigarh in India, and we are in Philippines also.
Yeah, perfect.
So let's start taking the questions. Okay, so Vivek, do I need to show funds if I'm on a visitor visa?
Again, it depends upon what sort of, what Australian level or what assessment level do you go in, Vivek. So it's very important to find the right course and the right course provider.
And
so
that's for you, that you have to come to me.
Exactly. So Geetanjali is the go-to person. So she's our branch manager. So come and see Geetanjali. She's got nearly 10 years of experience doing this and should be able to assist you out with that.
Yes, Vivek. Okay? So you can come to us. We both are here Monday to Friday, 10 to 5. Come book an appointment with any of us, one of us, Geetanjali or Kunal, and we will be able to assist you. Okay, the next, I would like to know about the post-study work visa. As you are aware, many students are entitled for PSW. Yeah. If I take up MBA, how many years of PSW will be entitled?
So if you take up finance, I think that's the
name.
Handle, of the person. Thank you for your inquiry, finance. If you end up taking masters of any level, you will be entitled to nearly 3 years of 485.
Yes.
Right. So 485 is now 3 years. So yeah, you can utilize.
And if you go to an original, you might get another 1 year.
That is correct.
Yes. So for that, please do visit us. We both are located in our CBD branch at Flinders Street. We are just opposite to the station and corner of Elizabeth and Flinders Street. Yes. Yep. So we both are there. So come visit us. We will be able to assist you with all your concerns. Please, can you list the things to include? Unfortunately, Hilda, this is a big question you are asking here.
Hilda, come and see me and I'll be able to help you create your GTE statement.
Yes, because this is not possible because it got a lot.
There are lots and lots of things that we need to consider, and it's really important that you, go see someone who specializes in student visas and can assist you in writing a good GTE, because like the way I said, refusal or approval is basically dependent on this GTE statement. So I hope that helps you out.
Please come and see Kunal. He'll be able to assist you with all your concerns. Voice. Raf Sheikh, what about teacher?
What about it, Raf? What about teacher? You tell me. And I'll be able to help you out.
Like, I can't figure it out. What about teacher? Sorry, I'm not getting your question, Raf. I'm really sorry. Rahul, I have a quick question. If I'm doing masters in Melbourne, will that allow me to get 485 for 3 years or 5 years? Thanks in advance.
All right, if you're doing a master's in Melbourne, Rahul, you'll be entitled to 3 years of 485.
Yes. Do I need to show funds in level 1 college if I'm applying onshore? Vivek, as he mentioned, it's not the requirement, but again, it's completely visa officer's discretion. They might ask you. But again, to get your one-to-one consultation, do visit us. We will be able to assist you and discuss everything in detail with you. I'm really sorry, I might read the name wrong, so that's why I'm not reading it.
Busola.
If someone did a PhD, can such candidate have positive skill assessment without working for 1 year?
If someone did their PhD, can they have a positive skill assessment without working for 1 year? That's too limited information for us to assist you with that, Busola. I would strongly recommend you kindly give us a call, and we'd be more than happy to provide you with a complimentary consultation and then take it from there.
Yes.
Okay, so feel free to give us a call. We will provide you with our number at the end of this webinar, and we'll be more than happy to give you any sort of assistance. For the first call, we are happy to do it on a complimentary basis.
Yes, you can always address that you have attended our webinar, and we mentioned there that you will have a complimentary session, and we will be more than happy to help you. Can I attend a certificate for in training in aged care from Africa? I'm holding a bachelor degree. Didn't get it.
I'm sorry, Hije, we are unable to understand your question.
Are you located in Africa at the moment, and you have done a bachelor degree from here or from there? Maybe you just give it a bit of brief in the next message, and I'll be happy to take that question. I'm taking up diploma of community service. Is there a peer pathway in Victoria? I am going to finish my course in December 2023. Jennifer.
Fantastic. The short answer to that, Jennifer, there's definitely a PR pathway as per current legislation. If you ask me December 2023, I don't know which way the wind's going to blow, if the legislation is going to be the same, or if there is going to be any amendments, depending on how good or how bad the department goes. If they are the way they are now in Victoria, the answer is yes, you will be able to get on to your PR journey or pathway, but if they get a bit stricter, then we might have to wait and watch, right? So yeah, carry on with the pathway. It's a good platform, like it's a community welfare worker. It's a great outcome. But then if you will get a pathway or a PR or not, we will have to just wait and watch.
But again, because you still have another 1 year to finish your study, so I think it will be too early to comment anything. Does the government look at your uni grades? Is there a grade that I have to keep getting during my 2 years masters?
Okay. I wish I was able to say yes, Jad, but unfortunately that is not the case. So unlike other countries over here, Australia, they don't really care about your academics. As long as you are good at what you have studied and you got a pass mark, that's all they care about. So you just need to have a completion letter. And if you are able to work in that profession, you should be able to do justice. That's all is required from you, okay?
Okay, Vivek, I'm going to apply for Vista visa in December. My motive is to student visa onshore. Do I need to do it in India?
Vivek, where are you currently? Are you here in Australia or are you back in India?
I guess he's there because he's still gonna apply for a Vista visa.
Maybe he might be here and he needs another visitor visa.
So. Vivek, I'll share our email addresses. So you might just email to Kunal, and even if you're looking to apply for Vista visa, Kunal can help you with that also.
Vivek, send me your number. I'll be more than happy to do or give you a call or even on the WhatsApp, and we can discuss it there.
Your email is
migration@Asia Pacific Group. There's lots of things that we need to take into account
Yes,
before
that I
I
promise.
give you any advice. So kindly give me a call or send me a number. Perfect. He's given us this number, Geetanjali.
Oh,
So
I'll call you. He'll call you, sorry. So migration at Asia Pacific Group is Kunal's email address. Nahar at Asia Pacific Group is me. Do let us know if we can help any one of you in any of the ways. So Vivek has shared the number. Vivek, if you want to pursue law in Australia, is the requirement is this? This one I think we have talked.
No, we haven't.
This is that 5 years and 3 years.
There was some talk about some time ago, they might increase the 485 to 5 years from 3 years. So just want to clarify regard. Rahul, there has been no legislation yet. There might be talks about it, but then it has not been confirmed to us by the Department of Home Affairs. So kindly wait to hear back. And unless that's been, declared, we cannot advise anything different or otherwise.
And Rahul, please like our Facebook page and we will post there if any update comes. So you will be able to, or you like our Facebook page, you will get it. Whatever is there, we'll update it there. Yes. If I want to pursue law in Australia, is the requirement the same? What requirement we are talking?
Marisa, what do you mean? So
Yeah.
Are you in Australia at the moment or are you offshore? Kindly just write in a different or another message and then we'll address it or readdress it.
Is it ideal to come for a certificate for training in Australia after my bachelor degree in Africa?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You are going down the level, my dear. It's always good idea to go one
Upgrade your
level
studies.
up
Yes.
in order to meet the genuine temporary entrant criteria. See, that's the thing. When you downgrade your level, it becomes very hard for us to substantiate to the department or to the officer as to why are you downgrading it, and then defeats the purpose of taking up some education in another country.
Yes.
When you're already at a higher level, I'm going down to another country to learn something which is at a lower level.
Yes.
It just defeats the purpose. So the answer is no, unfortunately.
Yes. And we finance, we have already shared the email addresses. I can understand your circumstances are different. Please email to Kunal and he'll be more than happy to help you with your concern.
Geetanjali, if you don't mind just quickly writing my email address as well.
I did.
So migration.
I did.
I think.
I did.
All right, here we go. Finance, that's my email address.
Yes.
Please send me an email with your number and I'll be more than happy to give you a call.
Yes. How much per consultation?
Jad, like the way I said, if it's your initial consultation, I'm happy to give it complimentary to you. So don't worry about it. Feel free to give me a call and we'll be more than happy to help
When you
out.
call, you just say that I have attended a webinar and then we can take you from there and say that Kunal and Geetanjali mentioned that we can have a complimentary consultation. They will book you in for. Okay, Raf, I have completed my B.Ed from Pune University and I'm currently working in UAE. I have 2+ years experience in teaching and looking to migrate in Australia. So was sorry guys, so was planning to do my master. Would like to know where would be the best to apply and can I get assistance for fee payment?
Okay, no problem. What's the name again? Sorry.
It's
Raf. Raf, no problem, man. Please feel free to give us a call and we'd be more than happy to assist you further. Primarily, like the way I said, this is onshore visitor, onshore student visas, but if you are based offshore in UAE, we are happy to still address it for you and be able to help you out. So
or you just drop us an email with your complete CV and then you can take it further from there. Phil Rod, hello, is it possible to get a student visa for a wet course in commercial cookery for March intake? I already finished my bachelor's. I'm in China recently, but originally I'm from Philippines.
I guess we do have an office.
We do have an office in Philippines. I'll be sharing the address at the last and you can contact them and they are just the amazing people and will be more than happy to help you.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, Kunal ji. Oh, Rahul, you didn't say thank you to me.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you. Thank you, Geetanjali, on behalf of Rahul.
Offshore, planning to go to planning to come to Australia. Drop him an email and he'll be happy to assist you. Finance said thank you. Chat said thank you.
Welcome.
Vivek said, thank you, Kunal. I'll wait for your call so that we can.
Thank you. Thank you, Vivek. Just like the way I said, shoot me an email on migration@asiapacificgroup.com and I'll be more than happy to give you a call.
You're welcome, Rahul.
Thank you,
It was
Rahul.
just a joke. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. It is a wonderful session, and me and Kunal is coming back with another session for all Victoria State nomination.
That's
We
right.
got another question. We'll quickly take that also.
Let's just quickly. Kwame,
Please, what the current working hour limit for students?
right now you can work full time until June next year,
Yes.
right? So yeah, please feel free to work full time and help the economy of Australia
Yes.
with the post-COVID.
And guys, whoever is looking for their permanent pathways for Victoria, do join us for our next webinar on our Facebook page. We do have the registration link. Join from there, register yourself and get the information. We take all the questions there and we'll be happy to give you a detailed information.
And it's going to be very informative, especially if you are halfway through your studies or if you're studying at the moment and you want to know what the current legislation is regarding the PR pathways. You will really enjoy that webinar because it talks all about the general skills migration. And even if you are in the initial phase of your studies, it still will set out a pathway for you so you know what GSM points are, where I should focus, what sort of studies I should do, and things like that. So please feel free to come join us on, I think, next Thursday.
Next Thursday. And the good part with the webinars are that you don't need to pay anything to any of the agents. You get all your questions sorted there until we need a very specific information. And then you just come to us and get the complimentary sessions. And that helps you to go ahead with your future. And
all right.
Thank you so much, guys.
Sorry, Jad, before we go, I think you've got a question.
Unlimited work limitation terminus for students.
It's going to be June 2023. That's a tentative date. But once we hear anything different, we will let you know. But for now, you are able to work until June 2023.
Yes. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Enjoy your evening. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Appreciate that. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.